0 viewers? I went live 7 seconds ago, bro. But yeah, I did fall off. We're starting stream a bit late. I just wanted to stream today. Probably won't be a long one. Just gonna do some more React Andy stuff. 60 seconds ago, actually. Shut up. Shut up. Oh shit. They uploaded more gameplay of the Dead Space remake. Oh, it's just boomers talking, who cares? Thank you, Handtricks, for the resub. Thank you, Lord Gumpy, for the sub. Can you stream a bit earlier? Yeah. I'm starting late today. This is probably the latest I've ever started. I'm not going to stream too long. To be honest, I'd pick you up. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Thank you, Trent Toby, for the sub. And Rhino, Rory, and Scapegoat. Oh, why is Echo such a good artist, man? I can't understand him. Is he speaking British? It's 1 PM in Cali. Yeah, but like in Europe, it's late as fuck now. And a surprising amount of people here are usually from Europe. Thank you, Snakehead, for the sub. And Gentleman Cactus. Yeah, I'm doing some more React Andy stuff today. I gotta be up at like 7 in the morning tomorrow. So, I can't be streaming too late. I'm also trying to fix my sleep because I've been getting up at like 1 in the afternoon this week. It's been shit. Thank you, Dr. Cujo, for the sub. Thank you, Filtered Lamb, for the resub. Thank you, Prod, for the resub. Town of Salem, thank you for the resub. Yeah. What song is this? It's called The Flag is Raised. The flag is raised. Like funny, like country flag, like Sweden flag. It's the straightest song known to man. Pyrocynical will be like, have you heard of Blade? Thank you, Trapezoid, for the resub and Arsenal. I'll let the rest of this song play, then I'll get started. Watch the Monument Mythos. What's that? I kind of didn't want to watch anything spooky today. I wanted to take a break from that. Monument Mythos. Oh, that's like more spooky shit. Okay. All right. Oh, is that it? No more Blady? Hola! 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 Let me get some music on. Just gonna put on some Rayman or something. I'm kind of scared of putting on Spyro now. I'm gonna put on Rayman. PS1 Rayman. Yeah, so I was gonna do some more React Andy stuff today. I didn't want to do any horror anthology stuff because I've been doing like horror stuff for the past couple days. I kind of want a bit of a break from it. I'd be down to do it maybe tomorrow or something though. Also, I do want to say for people that are here, so the main channel video is out tomorrow. It is 100% out tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Uber, for the gifted. 3 gifted. Thank you so much, man. Yeah. So the video's out tomorrow. Because basically, what we've done is now with the video, we've got the contract. I'm so sick of talking about this. I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing this as well. But basically, we've got the video done. They sent us a contract to sign. Now we agreed an amount of money up front. They also agreed. They sent us the contract, but then they basically hid in it that we can claim additional royalties if we choose. So this basically means like 6 months down the road, they could see the video juice and then be like, okay, give us 20k. Like we want like more money. And obviously we don't want to sign into anything like that. And the thing is, they were responding to us very quickly when they thought we were going to sign. As soon as we questioned that bit of the contract and we said we weren't happy with it, dead silent. They have not replied to us in 2 days. So I'm honestly sick of chasing them. I'm so sick of it. It is so mentally taxing and draining. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to public the video tomorrow without the outro, and I'm going to stick the I'm going to stick the outro on Twitter and I'll put it on the second channel. Thank you, DJ Spicy Boots, for the sub. There's just no point. There's no point. I've dragged it out way too long now. Well, they've dragged it out way too long, but I'm not sitting on this anymore. So you'll have a main channel video tomorrow. The only way possible that you won't get a video tomorrow is if they somehow reply tomorrow with an email saying, okay, this clause we wrote, it doesn't mean we're going to take any more money off you down the road. And then we go, okay, they send us the paperwork, we sign it, we pay them, and then 24 hours later, which will be Saturday, they'll whitelist the video. That is the only way that the video isn't coming out tomorrow. But if they do any of this like sly shit, I'm sick of it now. I'm really sick of it now. I just kind of want the video done and out. I definitely took a fat L by not taking that sponsor and thinking that I could like argue with this company, but yeah, it's whatever. It's a learning experience. It's been a really good learning experience. The experience is to only use Blady and Echo 2K's music and no one else. Lost 80k for nothing? Yeah, I know. I literally have. That's the worst thing. That's what's been pushing me so much to get this out, because I basically lost 80k for nothing. But yeah, they just stonewalled us. As soon as we actually got... As soon as we questioned the contract, blanked us. Completely blanked us. So yeah, I'm not playing with them. Oh my god. Jesus Brie, thank you so much for the 25 gifted, man. Holy. What's your picture? Upside down Shaggy, of course. Yeah, thanks so much, man. Thank you, Bahugan, for the sub, and Taco Sultan. Jeez, 25 subs. 25 gifted. So yeah, I'm just getting the video out. I'm not sitting here anymore. I'm not, you know, because I know what's gonna happen, right? They're gonna wanna tomorrow. They're gonna send an email clarifying, and then they're gonna try and bait me into waiting next week. I swear, like they're trying to wear me down. They're not busy people. They just sit there on rights like all day. So just pointless. I'm not playing ball with them. I'm sick of it now. I just want the main channel video out. I've got too many main channel videos lined up to just be kind of waiting on this. So yeah, it's whatever. It'll go on Twitter or something. Right. So Someone's saying show the contract. I can't show it. Maybe after this is all done and settled, I can name the company and stuff. But at the minute, I don't really want to do that. I just don't think it's a good idea. But this company's like AIDS. This is the worst company I've ever dealt with in my entire life. Like, it is literally... They've obviously never worked with a YouTuber in their life because they're just so out of touch. My commute? Yeah, okay. No, I actually believe you because you're the only person that said that. Right, anyway. I don't want to dampen the mood or anything. So what I wanted to do today is react to some shits. Thank you, Soup, for the resub. What did I have in mind? I'm just going to copy what Critical does. Streaming... Let me get this set up real quick. There we go. Thank you, Soup, for the resub. Okay. I wanted to watch Sunny, because is the dono gonna come through? Oh. Someone donoed asking Sly Cooper review when. I do need to try that, actually. I do need to try that. Also, mods, I'm not sure why, but the pop-ups are doing that thing again where, like, all the donos appear twice. I have no idea why. Not the donos, sorry, the subs. Yeah, the subs. I don't know if you could remind me about that afterwards. Yeah, it's so weird. Oh, yeah, thank you.
Review when?
There you go. Dono finally came through. That was like 5 minutes later. Thank you, Isaac. Isaac Clark. I gotta do a Dead Space review, man. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Right, anyway. I wanted to watch this because I watched Sonny a little bit. He's Australian, so he talks like this, bro. He did this video that came out like 4 hours ago. How JellyBean became YouTube most hated, because I've seen so much like hatred towards what are they called again? PNG tubers? Because you've got VTubers, right? And VTubers, people don't like VTubers, but VTubers do have like, there's a whole community around them. Like, they're with VTubers, it's almost like 80% like them, and then 20% don't. You know? But yeah, I think PNG tubers are a lot more hated. They have a lot less respect. I think it's because they've been around a lot less as well. They haven't really established themselves as much. Watch Sonny's video on Ninja. It's honestly genuinely a bad video where he seems to speak from an emotional standpoint. Yeah, I'm not gonna do a fucking leafy commentary, bro. PNG tube. Okay. Matt Pat was the original. Oh my god. Oi. Funny thing you mentioned this, right? And I could speak about this because I'm not signed up with them. So you know you've got U2s, right? You've got U2s? Right. I'm not joking. Right, you got all this. You got just fucking Mr. Bean U2s. Mr. Bean U2. God, they got everyone. They got everyone. I'm not with these guys anymore, but they keep asking me to sign up with them. I might do. I like money. Anyway, so you've got that, right? You have this. You've got U2s. Pop Vinyl 2. Okay, true. Like, we're not disagreeing with that. But did you know that Matt Pat started his own U2s? And it's not U2s. It's like an off-brand of U2s. Hang on. Wait. Okay, so these aren't real. These are concepts. There it is. Yeah. So they had a thing because they saw the success of U2s, and then they thought, oh my god, we need to capitalize on this, but we don't want to sign up with them. So they started their own brand, and it's called Tube Tumblers. Like oh, it's so good, man. Like these ones and stuff, I get it, because, you know, it's like your character's persona and that, like, it actually looks aesthetically pleasing, but this is just a soulless visage of Matt Pat's face. I like as well how it's the only one that isn't sold out as well, like, holy based. But I love that. Only available at Creator Inc. Tube Tumbler first edition release. PVC and ABS, approximately 5.5 inches tall. Imported for ages 14 and up by Creator Inc. Do not miss out on owning one of 1,000 made. This exact design will never be made again. I wonder why. I have seen, you know, like the Mandela catalog and that, when they have like a scary face that appears in the corner of a room, like YouTube horror series. They should just deep fry MatPat's face, like on this Tube Buddy or Tube Tumblr, whatever it's called. I love that. I love how they tried to make an off-brand and they did like 3 YouTubers and they just never went anywhere else with it. All right, let's thank you Potato Salad for the sub and Nuva and Menos. Let me watch this. I got everything on. Yep.
Been so hated. That's a question you might ask yourself after stumbling upon hate video after hate video after hate video, each of which explaining in their own words why they dislike this 17-year-old anonymous Minecraft YouTuber.
One thing that I noticed as well, I noticed that JellyBean was getting hate because YouTube Shorts love to promote her. And yeah, YouTube Shorts love to promote her. And then afterwards, I swear, I was scrolling on my phone. You would always have a video of her shorts. And then straight after, you would have a video like mocking her. Like you know the one with the skeletons and stuff? And they're all like, you know, the meme where they're all like looking and it's playing like some music or some shit. But that was literally every single video straight afterwards. So it's almost like YouTube would promote her and then instantly roast her the video afterwards. Can't hear the audio? Yeah, I'll crank it up.
What makes the question even more interesting is that only 6 months ago, JellyBean was a complete nobody, gaining less than 1,000 views per day, which is a number almost incomparable beside
Your breathing aggravates me. Yeah, sorry bro, I'll stop breathing, my bad.
the 40 to 120 million views she now receives monthly. Has the hate come about as a simple result of becoming so successful in such a short period of time? Or hate come
you know what's crazy as well? Sorry, I just go off on these tangents. Like, her success is amazing, right? But the problem is with YouTube Shorts is like, it's the same as TikTok. The views you get and the impressions are incredible, but the actual translation into monetary gain is abysmal. It is terrible. Like, I've talked to Schlatt about this, and I saw Critical's video talking about YouTube Shorts. They make no money off it. The thing is with Shorts, it's really good to get your clout up. It's really good to spread your like name around and stuff. To, you know, because what I've done is now I've got a Shorts channel. I'll see if I can show it real quick. No, not YouTube's. So I've set up, so I've set up a Shorts account now. I'm paying a guy to like manage it. He'll just get like clips. I'll approve them and he'll stick them on the channel. But basically, we're doing this. This will lose me money. The guy that runs this account will make more money than I will. Like, I can't even monetize this yet. It needs 4,000 watch hours to even apply for monetization. And for Shorts, turning that into watch hours, 4,000, is like, that's insane. But basically, all we're trying to do with this is spam upload on it until there's inevitably a viral clip. That's the way that Shorts works. Shorts are horrendous for money. You do get like a Shorts fund that gives you a bit more money. It's like a pool of money that basically YouTube is saying, thank you for uploading Shorts on our site and like hopefully doing damage to TikTok. I fell off. The channel's been up 5 days, guys. Come on, you be a little bit. You can be, come on, guys. It's been up 5 days. It has been up 5 days, guys. Come on. Thank you, Gason, for the resub, and Exler, and Tuskmane Boy, and Adelheid, T-Veins. Yeah. So we're just hoping that there'll inevitably be a viral clip because it's great for clout. It's horrendous for like actual revenue. To get your name out there, it's really good though. It's probably the best way to like virally put you out there. That's why like everyone's talking about JellyBean, even though she probably hasn't made that much money.
Parable beside the 40 to 120 million views she now receives monthly. Has the hate come about as a simple result of becoming so successful in such a short period of time? Or is it more likely associated with the numerous controversies that she's been involved in during her short time in the sun?
The only thing I know that she did that was like bad is she made like a poor taste joke about the Sleepy Moon guy. Wasn't it like calling him a nonce or something? Like that was it. That's the only drama that I can think of. And I saw it and I was like, okay, that's like cringe, but like, you know, it's not worth like losing your career over.
Associated with the numerous controversies.
I'm sure this video will cover it though.
Short time in the sun.
I was gonna say doxing. I don't think you should take someone's private information like parent IP. I don't think you should dox. Did she get doxed or did she dox someone? They make cringe video. I mean, yeah, I hate. Okay, yeah, JellyBean got doxed. Yeah, it's always so weird how people do that.
Associated with the numerous controversies that she's been involved in during her short time in the sun.
She was
We're going to examine the fast
I thought so. It's like an inevitability, right? Like you don't clean up your back end with like security and that, especially with how young she is as well.
JellyBean, up until 2 weeks ago when she'd post a hate video on herself. So you can come to your own conclusion.
The one thing I do know about her though, sorry I'm pausing so much. Apparently she's took the route of being a lot more self-aware and ironic now, like mocking. Like the best thing you can do is mock what people mock you for. Because once you do that, it's like plot armor. It's like a free flak vest. You're just bulletproof.
About whether or not the title of YouTube's most hated creator is justified or deserved. The first reason as to why she might warrant this title can be identified when looking at the third video ever posted to her channel back in October 2021 titled Minecraft But I'm Reading Comments.
I want to see how many views she actually gets now. She's probably still... Oh, for fuck's sake, did I just close that?
Why is JellyBean video justified or deserved?
The face when you have like
Why is
internet ADHD. What's her name? JellyBean? Let's have a look. Yeah, 2.6 mil. Okay, 300, 1.4, 2.4. Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. That's like what I'd get for a main channel video. And she's got like half my subs. That's really good for her. The problem is though, again, it translates into like no money at all. But like for the sake of virality and getting a name out there, virality is not a word. Is virality a word? Yo, is it actually a word? Monka. Okay, guys. I'm a genius. I'm an actual like British thespian. All right.
The first reason as to why she might warrant this title can be identified when looking at the third video ever posted to her channel back in October 2021 titled Minecraft But I'm Reading Comments. See if you can figure out what the reason might be without any context.
Balls. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Just like... Hey, Mom, can we get McDonald's? You better sit down and go watch Cocomelon right now.
It's so good making like a go watch Cocomelon, and it's like the people that would watch this are about half a month older than the people that watch Cocomelon.
Viewers quickly came to the conclusion that JellyBean's videos were obnoxious, annoying, over the top, immature, and
if I was like 7 though, which is like the main YouTube demographic is like, you know, wine mums sticking their kid on an iPad, I would think that's hilarious. But obviously it's like a 24-year-old, I'm like, yeah, okay, it's a bit cringe. But also like YouTubers in their 20s are incredibly jaded and bitter. Thank you, Chris for the sub.
Really targeted towards children.
And the content itself is pretty much this chick sounding like she's off who knows how much drugs, with literally blaringly loud video game OST music in the background.
Another influencer that has...
Okay, one thing I will give her credit, there is nothing wrong with her using Undertale OST, because when I was doing like the leafy commentary era, where I was like doing like CSGO Surf and Prototype and that was like my lifeline. That was my IV drip when I was in a coma. People in chat are saying this guy's Anomaly. I thought that for a second as well.
This thought of love.
I met Anomaly in person like one time in Australia like 2 years ago. He was like the friendliest guy. I genuinely never got such a better vibe off him. And then when I left the event, he was like the only guy that DM'd me afterwards, and he was like, hey man, it was nice meeting you. You know, just like it really shows that he's a very nice character. He's very down to earth.
Out equals funny.
There is no entertainment value whatsoever. It's intentionally like mega overstimulating with like the text and
Pyro, your face infuriates me.
In the background.
Please remove your skin.
Oh, you want me to? Okay, bro. Nah, it's fine. I got you. All right. Yeah, no worries.
Hating JellyBean, fittingly titled r/JellyBean sucks.
Why would you make a subreddit about that? Come on. I mean, no. To be fair, does anyone remember that subreddit? All right, no, I'll come back. Does anyone remember that subreddit where you could literally just watch people die? I'm not joking. Like there was a subreddit called Watch People Die. Reddit removed it, and then they came back as a cope subreddit, and it was called Make My Coffin. There was one called Make My Coffin, and it was basically like what they did was they would show like videos of like workers in China and stuff like just being killed by these huge machines and that, right? Or melted, just horrible stuff. And then they would cope and say, they basically got a pinned comment from a guy that was probably a bot, and it was saying something like, thank you for the Make My Coffin subreddit. Thanks to this subreddit, I have realized that dying would be painful. Like it was basically their defense. So if the Reddit mods found that subreddit, they wouldn't ban it because it's like saving lives. It was the biggest. I have never seen more copium in my entire life. It's like, you know, like you go on a subreddit about people being like mauled to death by bears, and then you realize like death bad's like great.
Watch JellyBean. Headphones volume 1. Brace yourselves, guys.
Okay, that was kind of funny.
Guys, loudest sounds on earth. Concert speakers, fireworks, guns.
I mean, this is just the Pyrocynical subreddit. This is literally the Pyrocynical subreddit. Like if I go on the subreddit right now, there will be a post about you bullying me. There will 100% be a post about you bullying me. Yeah. First post, by the way. You just edit me as some like wine mom. Like that's not even bad. That's like what I get on a daily basis.
Gunfire, Blue Whale, Space Shuttle, JellyBean. However, JellyBean's
I like how I didn't even have to scroll down, eh? It was just like the first result, like just spoon-fed to me.
voice and general video delivery weren't the only things feeding into this narrative that she was an incredibly annoying YouTuber. In late November 2021, JellyBean would upload a video titled Minecraft But We Cause Some Chaos, in which she requested that all of her audience Photoshop her Minecraft face over the top of their current YouTube profile pictures.
I think it would be really funny if we just slapped my Minecraft face on everyone's profile pictures and confused so many people.
After this proved to be
The thing is, I get that what she's doing is cringe. I'm getting secondhand embarrassment here, not because of what she's doing, but because when I was younger on YouTube, I did the exact same stuff. But I think I was actually 19, not 17. Like, do you remember that small loan of $1 million meme that I was like trying to force so badly? Like, it was like, I look back on it a couple days ago and I was like, I was actually so goddamn cringe. It was horrible. You remember that? You remember that meme I tried to force that was so unfunny after Leafy started, what was it, Nice Shirt or something? No. Leafy had his Hiss army that kind of just spiraled on its own. So then I saw that as a, you know, as a leech, and I was just like, okay, I'm going to start my own meme. And I tried that small loan of $1 million. It was so unfunny. It was the worst thing ever. But back at the time, I was like, oh my God, this is epic and it's working. Thank you, Clown Cryptid, for the resub.
Successful, she'd push her luck a little further by requesting that everyone post her Minecraft face to their profile picture on every platform.
So I think we should move on from YouTube and go to other platforms. I want you guys to change your profile pictures everywhere.
The mistake she made was showing Twitter. That was the mistake. That was when the downfall started.
While this move seemed to annoy some people, with Twitter posts such as, why do you think people are in the JellyBean profile picture gang? Because they have no life, no friends, no bitches, no outdoors. People changing their profile picture wasn't really all that invasive and was hardly worth getting worked up about. However,
see, stuff like that, the no bitches, that's funny, I think. I don't see anything wrong with that. Obviously, when you go like doxing and stuff, that's just so fucking childish.
Profile
Thank you, friends, for the resub.
Because they have no life, no friends, no bitches, no outdoors. People changing their profile picture wasn't really all that invasive and was hardly worth getting worked up about. However, it would serve as a basis for her next publicity stunt, which was substantially more annoying and would go on to ultimately make her
PTSD. CSGO skin insanity, hermaphrodite, small loan of $1 million, somebody ring the Dinkster. Anyways, who's your favorite character in BCS? Personally for me it's either Kim or Nacho.
I love Nacho. I love Nacho, but only because of
I will
Vars.
literally pay you money to not watch the Monument Mythos, especially the video titled Freedom Faller. That shit gave me a panic attack on the first watch.
I will watch Monument. I will watch it. I do want to like take a day or two off from like the creepy stuff, but I will watch that at some point.
Even more hated. This next stunt began on the 7th of January 2022 after JellyBean would upload a video titled Minecraft But We Set a World Record, in which she expressed her desire to break the record for the highest number of comments on a YouTube short.
What if we hit a world record for the most
I mean, that's not even
comments?
hard. That's not even hard. Do you know the amount of people that just like watch a short or watch a TikTok and then scroll past? Like, I go on TikTok and the top comment is just always someone being incredibly passive aggressive and bitter. That is not hard. I bet she did it. I can easily see that she did it.
Short. I know it sounds crazy, but I think it's possible. If everybody watching this video type "it's not a mistake, it's a masterpiece" 10 times, I think
Is
we can
that
hit
where
that
it came from? Is that where that shitty copy pasta came from? It came from her. Are you serious? I still see that shit on my video like today.
It's possible.
Oh my God. Oh my
It's
God.
not a mistake. It's a masterpiece. 10
Lamau, let Reddit updo funny. Oh my God. I was actually in her corner as well. I was in her corner, for fuck's sake, man.
times. I think we can hit that record.
Subsequently, her comment section began to fill with the instructed comment, "It's not a mistake, it's a masterpiece," with
My blood is
JellyBean
boiling.
taken to a
My blood is
community
boiling
tab,
looking at that
instructing
comment.
that the message shouldn't be spammed anywhere besides her specific YouTube short video. Hey, I just want to state, do not go to other streamers / YouTubers and flood them with "it's
Thank
not
you,
a
PG Tips,
masterpiece,
for the
it's a
sub.
mistake." I'm okay with you guys spamming my YouTube comments, but nowhere else. Thank you / serious.
I mean, that's kind of
However,
based.
Obviously, the
But that's not
audience
gonna
was
work.
do the
That
exact
isn't gonna
opposite
work.
of whatever
Yep.
JellyBean instructed, and as a result, her audience began to spam it everywhere, forcing the JellyBean agenda upon each harmonious YouTube comment section.
That was such a thing. Like that. This is a resurgence of something that would regularly happen. Like I remember it was so easy in a YouTube video to. Do you guys remember that copy pasta of saying it was something like, "I can't believe Schlatt would do this," and there was no context? Do you guys remember that? It was very short lived, but that was on like all of my videos. That was all of my videos. Yeah, but Bob the Tank, but that was actually funny. That was funny, and that applied to like everyone. But it's so crazy. Like, if you start a copy pasta on a main channel video, you can go onto your analytics and you can see the people that sub to you, who else they watch. Like, if I did that, people would comment that on Critical's video or comment it on Schlatt's video. Can we stop saying it's not a mistake, it's a masterpiece? It's not a mistake, it's a Pyrocynical main channel video. All right, ban that guy.
Section.
A few months ago, I got comments on my video saying it's not a mistake, it's a masterpiece, and I was very confused.
You definitely hit the record, but your fan base went to every comment section.
The JellyBean fans who refused to join the "It's not a mistake, it's a masterpiece" cult were
It's
then
not a mistake, it's a lack of... I love how it had to be why did I say Johnny Depp? It had to be, oh my god, what's his name? Iron Man actor. What's his name? He points and he does this, he goes, I'm trying to, yeah, what's his name? Robert Downey Jr. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot that. Literally, I actually had a dementia moment. Like, Joe Biden is still in my brain from last stream.
Sent death threats, as JellyBean would have to take
what's his name? Everyone's just saying I'm
to a community tab once again in another post reading, I didn't think I had to state this, but don't send death threats to people who don't like
Twitch
It's not a
for
mistake,
the sub,
it's a
and
masterpiece.
Catalyst for the
As the
resub.
hate continued to mount against JellyBean for the annoying comment campaign, those who didn't know what was going on would take to the Out of the Loop subreddit in a post attempting to figure out.
I kind of respect that she tried to quell it herself and be like, okay, keep it to my video. But again, it's like you're asking for the impossible. You know that like your 11-year-old fans are gonna like just spam it everywhere. There's no way. You ask people in the YouTube comments, I have never actually seen a worse cesspool of idiocracy. Like, the best comments I'm seeing right now is when I upload on my Pyro Live channel, because they get less views, because that is just like core fan base and they're actually like civilized people. But like when a video goes viral and stuff, it is just like there's just so many just people that just have half their brain missing in there. It's insane.
Out why JellyBean was becoming so hated. One user would comment, answer, people just find her annoying, receiving a response reading, people annoyed by someone that they can easily avoid blows my mind. This is a very good point. Sure, the comments were annoying.
I do like Sonny, but he did just read a Reddit comment and say he makes a very good point. I do want to say he did just say that. For the record, he did just say that.
But why were people going out of their way to hate on JellyBean when, as highlighted in another Reddit comment, she's doing the same annoying shit that YouTubers like Rambo and George Not Found would do, but she's the one who gets a massive hate campaign.
No, you can't attack Rambo and George Not Found.
Rambo and George Not Found are fairly different from JellyBean. They all play Minecraft, sure, but JellyBean has a fairly unique style, besides using a similar disguise in a subscriber milestone special, which had clearly been copied from Rambo.
I mean, that's not copied from Rambo. You could say that's anyone. Like, you could say that's Quiet. Like that like I saw that and I just saw that as Quiet, just like minus the hoodie. Like, that's not, I wouldn't really say that's from that's just like a hygiene. It's just anyone with a mask and glasses.
Ranbu baked a cake for one.
Yeah, Memulus as well, exactly. I mean, he's got a bandana, not a face mask, but still, it's just like...
Bill, she's making cookies for 400k. He wears sunglasses and a mask. She's wearing sunglasses and a mask.
However, regardless of whether or not sunglasses and mask, these comments still highlighted...
Bro, I feel sorry for anyone that has like a TV head character now, because they just get called like pyro clones. Even though like I literally like that was like yoinked from Tumblr.
That some portion of her audience believed that she'd taken some or most of her persona from these other Minecraft YouTubers, providing her with a reputation as a copycat. For example, going back to the subreddit titled JellyBean Sucks, one user would state that she got her whole personality from the Dream SMP.
Name. She started her channel basically copying Dream. Like, she even used his speedrun music, and it wasn't even used in an ironic sense. Nah, she was just trying to replicate that sweet Minecraft success.
Oh my god, I'm like Dream.
Even going so far as to make her Twitter handle Be Not Here, alongside a YouTube community post stating...
Is she Twitch partner as well? I bet she got that in a day, bro. It took me like 8 months to get that.
Yeah, alongside a YouTube community post stating that this was her face reveal, with a similarity being highlighted further in some of the many hate videos made on JellyBean.
Instead of actually having an own persona, she completely mimics Dream.
She's the definition
of
the
bass on your mic, bro. Turn that down.
Now, make no mistake, there were some huge advantages to being associated with these other Minecraft creators. Each of them already have a massive audience, which could easily flow through to JellyBean if the public sees her as being similar. The problem is the Minecraft community on YouTube are...
I imagine JellyBean, you know that Renaissance painting where it's like two people and their hands are reaching out to each other, like they're both lying down and one of them is reaching forward? That would literally be Dream reaching out to JellyBean, because if she had like any contact with Dream SMP, she would have blown up even more like overnight. God and Adam, yeah, God and Adam, yeah, that exact painting. That's exactly how I see it. Because there are so many people in the Dream SMP sphere that have blown up just because they were friends with someone that was already in the Dream SMP. Like that entire group of people, you can literally make an entire career overnight. It's insane. And usually what the method is of growing is you start like a group channel or something with people and you grow it over years and years and years. Or months even if you're lucky. But yeah, like that can be made overnight. Like as soon as you're in something that contagious as like the Dream SMP, like done deal, handshake, career made. So if she got into that, oh lord, she would actually be making money.
A pretty easy target for hatred and aren't always seen with a squeaky clean reputation, which will also flow through to JellyBean if she's being associated with them. You've got posts such as this one reading, "This new wave of Minecraft YouTubers are just annoying and it isn't entertaining. I love watching Minecraft videos, but I absolutely cannot stand Dream and his friends. There's a couple of them who I find funny, but the whole thing is just unbelievable.
Say you're gonna get doxed.
There's certain things that should be role played on.
I like how the account has
Minecraft
been
just
deleted
isn't
as well.
one of them. If JellyBean gets associated with the current Minecraft crowd on YouTube, people are by default going to apply the same hatred to her. However, this still fails to explain why JellyBean clearly receives more hatred than any of these other Minecraft YouTubers. So let's explore another theory. Maybe JellyBean isn't as hated as it seems, and hating her has simply become a trend in the commentary community. Let me explain. On the 7th of February 2022, Soloco will be the first YouTuber to post a video discussing why they dislike JellyBean. Soloco had less than 1,000 subscribers at the time, yet his video would go on to gain close to 200,000 views despite
It's crazy how the commentary videos attacking her just like absolutely juiced. I think that created a really negative sphere of people seeing a video juice and then they like copied it and it just like, you know, it blew up. Like if videos renting her didn't get views, I don't think people would have jumped on it near as much. It's insane like how well like I think there are a couple videos on her negatively that have reached like nearly 1 million views. Like, if I was back in my Leafy era, I would have 100% made a video on her. 100%. Like, if we're back in, like, you know, 2016 and that, I would have 100% jumped on it. So...
being only 2
but also that's when like Vine was also a thing, so
minutes long. A week later, the Beak would post his video titled "Why I Don't Like JellyBean," which once again gained over 1 million views, despite him also having less than 50,000 subscribers. It will be at this point that the commentary community witnessed the effectiveness of creating hate videos on JellyBean, spawning even more hate videos all titled in a similar way, each of which parroting a similar opinion to that which
and these would be like literal who's as well, just like choosing from making videos on it.
If you ask me how I got this video idea, I came up with it. Yeah. I didn't steal it from anyone. No, not at all.
As a result of this, you'll find countless JellyBean hate videos on YouTube.
Why did I think he was going to say, how do you know I got these scars?
Most of these commentary YouTubers probably have nothing against JellyBean and are simply jumping on the trend for views. Commentary YouTube...
Yeah, he's definitely right there. I think one thing with like commentary channels is that they don't really care about what they talk about. They just see a bag and they want to get it. Which is, you know, like pretty much all business. Like, you can't even hate them for that. That is like all business on earth. People pretend to be emotionally invested and they just like, you know, get the bag.
The trend for views. Commentary YouTuber...
Like back when I was doing like the daily commentaries and stuff, I definitely would pretend to be a lot more invested in stuff that I was talking about and just not really care that much. So, the ski mask man scares me.
And would talk to one of these channels,
it's an anomaly, bro. Leave him alone.
Why I Hate JellyBean video, who stated, "Just wanted to let you know, saw your video on JellyBean, and I saw you included my video, which is pretty cash money. But there's no JellyBean drama. Me and Beak just wanted some 2016 videos. We don't not like her. There is no drama."
One of these commentators ended up reaching out to me and saying that they were basically just trying to bring back the old 2016 style of commentary, and that they didn't actually hate JellyBean.
The commentary community might have hated JellyBean, or they might have simply been putting it on for views. Regardless, it will be during this wave of commentary community hate that JellyBean will make yet another mistake, leading to her becoming even more hated. She began to respond to the criticism.
JellyBean ended up responding to...
That's not bad though. Responding to it isn't bad, as long as you do it the correct way. If you come like from... When you respond to stuff, you need to do it in like kind of a... Even if you're not... Okay, so you know like Will Smith when he like smacked Chris Rock? Like, imagine the amount of times where he's had like a bad joke thrown at him and he just kind of like takes it on the chin and laughs at it and stuff, you know, like even though Will Smith is like a complete fucking moron. You need to be like self-aware about this stuff. If you come across as like bitter and then it's getting to you, that is like, you've literally just, you've completely fucked yourself. It's the worst thing you can do. Thank you, Iani for the sub, and PDU for the resub.
Respond to the criticism.
JellyBean ended up responding to me, man. JellyBean herself.
Now, she didn't respond to any of these videos directly, which was a smart move, but she'd rather post a tweet reading, "Can't have the haters holding me back. It's pop-off season."
No, it's the worst thing you could... You are just baiting. Oh, like I get, she's literally a kid, but it's just like, man, that's the worst thing you can do. I read that as Tubbo alt as well. I read that as Tubbo. Tubbo, what are you doing? He's having a mental breakdown. Yeah, no, that's the worst thing you can do. You're just asking to like open the floodgates there. The worst thing you can do is goad people. I remember this, right? And it won't leave my brain for some reason. I remember years and years ago, KSI tweeted on Twitter, and I don't know whether this is like a Mandela thing. I swear it happened. He tweeted in a now deleted tweet. He said, "No one can hack me. I'm unhackable," something like that. And then 5 minutes later, Armine or some team like that, they hacked all of his shit. They got all his channels, everything. They gave it him back, obviously. But again, it's like, you don't fuck with that beholder shit, man. You don't. Just because you can put something out there on the internet, you really shouldn't.
Me back. It's pop-off season woo, which is unfortunately the kind of comment that can act as fuel for these channels to continue hating her, or even worse, doxing her, which is what would happen next.
People have taken this thing to a whole nother level. They're actually doxing JellyBean and leaking her private information just because she makes cringe Minecraft videos. Yeah, JellyBean's IRL, the person behind, it's not a mistake, it's a masterpiece. And then they leak a picture of her face and say, JellyBean, more like Jelly Bozo.
As JellyBean's face began to get shared across the internet.
I will watch it. I will watch Monument Mythos. I took a little scan of it. I'll check it out.
JellyBean, more like Jelly Bozo.
As JellyBean's face began to get shared across the internet, videos were posted to
that's
the platform
lame.
by some pretty
you shouldn't do that.
YouTubers stating that she deserved it.
JellyBean actually got doxxed, and I'm gonna be talking about it in this video, and why she deserved it, so make sure to like the video and comment.
However, this still
Why does he sound like the guy that said that video that KSI has cancer? Do you remember that? Is this the same kid? Is this the same kid? This is the same kid. Guys, KSI has cancer. If you... do we still have that? There's still got to be some, like... There's got to be some, like, remnant of that shit still here. Hang on a minute.
Why is JellyBean she's the death too, despite being a similar from jumping to onto the critic
thing to a whole nother level. They're actually doxing Jelly.
Sorry, hang on. I'm horrendous with, like, video tracking stuff. Hang on. KSI has cancer. Is that still a thing? Okay. Where is it? Oh yeah, this will be. Yeah, this will be the one.
You guys are not going to believe this. KSI has cancer. Do you want to win all the gift cards down below? Just leave a like, subscribe, turn your notifications on. Make sure you leave a comment.
Oh,
stop it.
Actually, get yourself locked up and get mental help. Like, unironically, like, the fact that channels like that existed. Extract Hub. That's it. Extract Hub.
You guys are not going to believe this. KSI has cancer.
I pray that you're not on YouTube anymore. No, you got completely wrote off. Definitely still around, but he would have sold his channel. Oh, there's me. Oh, my hairline was like bad then as well. Okay, I think I'm fine. Yeah, no, like I hate those trend channels, man, because what they do is they make all these clickbait ass videos and then they sell the channel onto someone and just rebrand it.
Deserved it, so make sure to like the video and comment.
However, this still wasn't the worst thing that
I could look up this kid's channel, but I'm not even going to bother because we're literally just going to end up doing what people are criticizing like JellyBean haters for.
Video and why she deserved it, so make sure to like.
Also, there's a chance that this is probably bait. Like, people like this usually are baiting for attention. Like, you know when Tentacion, Mac Miller, all that died and they do the 3 AM challenge? They want you to hate them. They want you to hate them because they know that it gets them views and attention. They don't care about the aftermath and that. They just want the instant views and the gratification. Thank you, Mama Onyx, for the sub and links.
Video and comment.
However, this still wasn't the worst thing that would happen to her as a result of the hate. Seeking another response from JellyBean, someone from TikTok would create a fake screenshot of her saying the N-word on
it's
Discord,
not even look at the color overlap and stuff. Like, monka. Yeah, you're just gonna. This is why no one believes Discord screenshots.
The N-word on Discord,
just
forcing her to address
quality.
it in a public Twitter post reading, "I'm here to address these screenshots that have been going around Twitter, TikTok, and probably other social medias. Recently, there have been fake screenshots of me saying slurs, and it's honestly disgusting. These screenshots are obviously fake, from the profile picture to the wrong pronunciation of my name in the screenshot. These people who are spreading these screenshots only have the screenshot. They have no weight behind these accusations, and they have been very harmful to me and my mental health. I'm called racist over something I didn't do. I don't care how much you don't like someone, you shouldn't make fake screenshots of them saying slurs. It's hurtful and childish for whoever made them. I've decided to step away from Twitter for a couple of days/weeks. I'm tired of getting accused of something I didn't do, which would be supportive."
You know, I love so much as well. Like, this isn't even a problem with her, right? I love... Do you know, like, okay, guys, you probably all know someone in your friend group or like a mutual that has said on Twitter, I'm taking a break off Twitter, and then less than 24 hours they'll be back. I have seen so many YouTubers that say, I'm taking like a Twitter detox, and then 8 hours later they're back. 8 hours later. Like, not even a day. If it was like 2 days, that's fine. You know, like, because 2 days when you're like indoors all the time is like months, basically. But again, it's like... You say you're taking a break, and then you're back, and then they'll do a thing. They'll do this thing, right, where they go, just checking in. It's like, no, you're not. You've been sat on Twitter all day, but you know you can't tweet anything because you said you're taking a break. So you're trying to like lurk. It's the worst shit in the world. I hate when people do that stuff. I hate that.
For a couple of days/weeks, I'm tired of getting accused of something I didn't do, which would be supported by even the commentary community, which I created the conditions for this hate in the first place.
JellyBean is a cringe YouTuber. There is no doubt about that. But just because you find JellyBean to be cringe, you don't need to put out false allegations about them.
While these kind of events have been, quote, very harmful to her mental health, they haven't actually been all that harmful to the growth of her YouTube channel. On the 1st of May 2022,
YouTube be like, mental health destroyed, but the numbers are up. Hey!
JellyBean will make a tweet reading, I'm curious, how did you find out about me? What were your first impressions of me? In which many of the comments reference that they had discovered and become a fan of JellyBean after watching the commentary videos hating her. So while JellyBean may hold the title of YouTube's most hated creator, the negative connotation might have come with an equal amount of positivity.
Yeah, it's difficult because you can... Like, they say that any news is good news, which is true to an extent. Like, you can capitalize on, like, new audiences and stuff, but it can be, like, so... like mentally taxing as well. The top comment, as someone who doesn't really like JellyBean's content, I think that she gets a lot more hate. Okay, I feel that when PNG tubers blew up, she was like spearheading it, so everyone kind of fixated on her, like gave her all the negativity, right? When there were probably people that just like did a lot worse stuff. What should I watch next? What should I watch next? I'm not saying we just have to watch like entirely drama related stuff. Jay Aubrey is so hot. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. Local 58, paint drying. Paint drying? I could watch paint drying actually. Gotham Knights reveal trailer. I heard that's like dog shit. Is it true? I keep seeing TikToks about how terrible the gameplay is. Oh, this came out a year ago. Oh, wait, gameplay demo 2 days ago. It looks not great. Okay, let's give it a watch. It's 13 minutes. But I keep seeing TikToks of how fluid and how quick the gameplay was in like Arkham Knight and stuff. But then just this, it's just like the slowest shit ever. But we're going with an open mind. People are saying it's shit, but people are also saying it's not that bad. Nightwing and Red Hood. Okay. I mean, Red Hood's cool because he kills people.
Game director at Warner Brothers Games Montreal. And today, I'm really excited to share with you gameplay.
Is this Jeff from Overwatch? He just got like a face transplant.
Red Hood from our upcoming
Thank you, Mama Floor, for the
Gotham
sub.
Knights.
And Beam. I mean, the environment looks good. It just looks about... It looks just more high-res than Origins.
Hurry it up, will ya?
Guys sleeping in the corner. I instantly saw that, bro, and I just thought of like Far Cry Radio Tower instantly. Like that's what my brain goes to now.
We're joining Nightwing, also known as Dick Grayson, midway through the game story as he
Nightwing was Robin, right? As an adult, that's
all of the knights can unlock heroic ways of getting around the city. For Nightwing, it's his glider.
Has he just got Jordans on?
The regulators gang
you got drip.
engaged
I
in
respect it.
crime, so it's time to bring some vigilante.
Everyone's just pointing out how his name is Dick. Yes, Dick is the name, guys. Okay,
so
in
Gotham Knights plays like a mini game with rules and optional objectives.
That's even worse than Batman. Are you look at what the fuck was that? We gotta do the slow-mo on that. The I remember the lock-in being a meme, right, in like the Batman games, but look at this. He's an actual like homing missile. What? Oh my god! Do you play across like different continents in this game? You just connect a punch with someone from like Africa or something?
With rules and optional objectives.
Oh my god, that's insane. I thought they would have toned it down. I thought that's why everyone was shitting on it, because everyone got so used to the whole like, lock-on punch mechanic. Someone said aimbot IRL. Like, I've actually never heard of a better comparison.
Its fighting style is acrobatic. It ping-pongs around the battlefield.
Yeah, the combat looks a little bit light.
Solo, you can also protect Gotham.
Doesn't look terrible though.
Here's Red Hood. Red Hood gained new abilities after being resurrected by an assassin cult. Here,
Red Hood would be like, I'm the only person in Batman that actually kills people.
Springboarded by his own soul energy. Successful attacks and dodges build up my momentum bar below, and timing my strikes and combos correctly makes it build faster. Once the bar is full,
I mean, this doesn't look too bad. It was just that homing punch that connected that was just embarrassing. But this looks fine.
Attacks are a little louder. He fires non-lethal rounds that still do
non-lethal rounds. That's literally against the. I don't even care about like Batman lore, man. But isn't that the whole point of Red Hood, to kill people? That's the entire point. He's the antithesis of Batman. He's like an anti-hero. Like, he kills people. That's the entire point of him. Like, I remember, what was the Batman game? Someone said nice ass. You down bad, bro. Come on. This isn't final gameplay. Oh yeah, no. Last minute. No. Guys, it isn't final gameplay. What they're going to do is they'll add the pre-order bonus where his guns are just loaded with like live ammunition. Does anyone remember that, by the way? There was like the worst pre-order bonus in history. It was a Metro game, you know, like the game, like, you know, the survival game. And there was a pre-order bonus where you would get like the highest difficulty. They locked a difficulty behind a pre-order bonus. It was insane. It was like a really good difficulty as well, but the game was harder. There was no HUD. It was like a really immersive difficulty. Was it Exodus? It wasn't Exodus. I think it was Last Light, right? I think it was Last Light. And then you could buy it for, that's right, you could buy it for $6. Imagine buying a difficulty, like, embarrassing. Like, do you remember in like COD 4 and that? If anyone played the original, like COD 4, like not the remake, but like the original. Do you remember getting those laptops and stuff, all the intel, and then you'd unlock cheats, like the slow-mo mode, the infinite ammo, stuff like that? Like actual unlocks that wasn't like DLC? Just so stupid, man.
Here's Red Hood's
imagine paying for a difficulty,
which deals piercing damage to interrupt armored attacks.
Why is it non-lethal? That's such an L.
The UI you're seeing can be
customized. Oh no, he's gonna live though. That guy fell 60 feet. He's probably just got knocked out.
What's on screen is what I like.
Thank you, Maverick, for the sub. Wait, is that Logan Paul, Maverick? Nice. No, they're beating up the 5'11" guy. Don't do it.
Holy perfect attack, Nightwing.
I mean, that was cool. I like that. But at the same time, it's like, why even do that? You have a gun pointed to his head right here. Why not just shoot him? That seems really like impractical. And also, Nightwing does a T-pose at the end, if anyone picked up on that. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, it looks good, but like, I just see this as like prototype. This doesn't look like any kind of progression in gameplay than like the original Prototype. If anyone played that, I want to do a video on Prototype at some point and Prototype 2, but it just looks so similar. It looks like a mobile game ad. Nah, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It looks fine, but it just looks a bit shallow, eh? I mean, I don't know. It's like the first example.
Now that we've prevented the regulators from stealing data,
I like how he skidded into that. Yeah, he's just driving into them and doesn't care. Is his health even going down? No, his health is going down. But there's no like actual, apart from that bar on the very bottom left of the screen going down, there is no indication that he's taking any kind of damage there. He's not even flinching.
The bat cycle is
oh no, he flinched there. He flinched a little bit when the bomb went off in his face. Yeah, that happened in the Hurt Locker as well. Bomb went off in his face and he flinched. I like how you don't drive it. You don't even drive it for a second. They're like, driving? Driving a four-wheel in a Batman game? No, 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 no. Only the Batmobile. Oh. Oh, this is meant to be a demonstration. Why are you missing so many hits, man? Like, okay, I respect that it's not like pre-engine shit, right? You know, when they do like, this was made in engine, which means absolutely nothing because you've got to like compress it down for like consoles and PCs and stuff. That isn't like a giga military computer. But again, it's just like, oh, this gameplay looks so like hollow.
With a shot later. It's a pretty good time.
It's a pretty good time. I wouldn't say that. I would rather play Overwatch 2. I would actually rather play Overwatch 2. Hang on a minute, Batman does that. You can't steal that. Only Batman has a grappling hook. First Dying Light 2. Now this.
Now we're back at the Belfry, the hero's home base. This next sequence is from early in the game, as we're just discovering the Court of Owls.
It's like any gym before 4 p.m. on a weekday. You can actually get a workout done.
Runs the map of the city and lets us pursue challenges and advance the story.
So I'm assuming you can't play as Batman in this, right? Because that's like what everyone would play as. Is he meant to be like dead or something, or just like in another
Nightwing
city?
is tracking his next story mission, investigating the old Powers Club.
Okay. So it's an open world game with a hub.
The workbench is where we go to upgrade our equipment, making sure that we're ready
and a
for each new
workbench.
challenge through the game.
Guys,
players find
this is actually
and crafting
groundbreaking.
materials by taking on missions.
I don't think they've done this since like
Each
Dead Space
blueprint
3.
has different stats, giving the player a wide range of cool choices for
don't
their
do
individual.
this, for fuck's sake. I fucking hate this, man. Like Cyberpunk did this, and I hate this so much. Stop tying attributes to cosmetics. Stop it. I hate that so much. That happened in Far Cry 6. Thankfully, in Far Cry 6, there was like an option to turn that off. Because I love wearing certain clothing in a video game, and I hate... Have you seen, like... You've seen the screenshots of Cyberpunk, right? Of how it's like, you could have this full, like, Teflon security armor from, like, one of the Japanese, like, conglomerate corporations, right? Like, heavy armor, and that has less stats than, like, you wearing boxer shorts and a Hawaiian shirt, because the Hawaiian shirt is a higher level. You can't even, like, customize how you want to look. It's so stupid, because it's tied to gameplay. I hate that shit.
Players find...
This is the worst trend in gaming, and it needs to, like, die, like, so quickly. Like, at least Far Cry 6, you had the option to, like, turn that off, so you could, like... In Far Cry 6... clothing was tied to abilities, like stat boosts, but there was an option to turn it off. So any clothing you unlocked, you could choose what stat to apply it to, if that makes sense. So that was really good. Far Cry 6 did a really good job with that, like trying to appease like both sides. Thank you, Paradox, and some dude for the sub.
Missions and fighting crime. Each blueprint has different stats, giving the player a wide range of cool choices for their individual strategy and style.
Are we gonna play Dying Light 2 for 250
Gear with mod
followers on
slots is
Twitch?
better because mod chips
Probably.
power up gameplay properties.
I do like Dying Light 2. It's not as good as the first, though, I don't think. The samurai armor looked cool, but again, it's just like, stop tying abilities to armor. Stop it. You literally pick cosmetics for a reason.
At this point in the story, our characters are still processing the loss of Batman.
Have a nice night, you too, man. Oh wait, so Batman did die. He did die.
At this point in the story, our characters are still processing the loss of Batman.
I hate to say it. I'm going to call it now. I bet you he dies in the opening of the game, and I bet you, like, at the very end of the game, he's still alive. He does, like, some big, like, after credits reveal or something. He fell off. He got cancelled on Twitter. Yeah. He had to leave. He had to leave Gotham. Everyone hated him.
You could visit him.
I could what?
He went to your...
Hello there, Pyrocynical. It's amazing to see you go from funny mode to outing yourself as a degenerate with the grooming accusations. Understand it was awful, but you're a better person now because of it. And also inflates you, making you big and round.
That was a really nice message up until the inflates you big and round. You really had to say that, you piece of shit. But thank you some dude for the 1,000. Appreciate it, man.
You haven't.
Who's the buff guy? I have no idea who that is.
You know.
Who's he meant to be? I just think of Bane.
Sometimes you're an idiot, Grayson.
Inflated Batman. Shut up. Jason Todd. Who's Jason Todd?
Players can unlock fast travel to get around the city in a hurry with the Fast Bat.
Belfry, got anything court-related?
I mean, the city does look nice.
A secret society as old as Gotham itself. Run the city behind closed doors. According to the old poem.
This ain't looking so good.
Okay, but how does that
I think it looks fine. They're definitely using the fog to like obscure the draw distance, but I think it looks nice.
The ones getting all those creeps out of Blackgate, which means they've been getting away with murder for centuries.
The only worry I have with games like this, like sandbox games where you play as the good guy, is there's not going to be a lot to do in like, because the entire point of a sandbox is for you to not go from mission to mission, but have to do stuff in between. So how can you actually interact with the game world like in between missions, right? Apart from going to like random points and like beating up a group of people over and over and over, maybe like a time trial or something, you know?
It's time for Nightwing to sneak into court territory.
Basically, what I'm saying is you can't get in a car and you can't run old people over, so it's probably going to be shit. Thank you, Lurker and Case Fit for the sub.
Stealth is always an advantage.
Lego Batman 2. I don't think the graphics are that bad. Come on.
Let us know if you find anything.
Oh, they got Batgirl. Wait,
They have a few guards.
didn't Batgirl get a back broken and then become
I'm not complaining.
Oracle?
Nice to get a break once in a while.
So what do you think the poor bastard did?
What poor bastard? As far as I know, I just got a longer break.
Poor bastard. Wonder what that means.
Oh, that's so that's like an example Donkey would use in a video of how like there's bad writing in a game. Come on. Poor
I'm
bastard.
not complaining. Nice to get a break once in a while.
Poor bastard? What does that mean?
So what do you think the poor bastard did?
It's like an insult.
What poor bastard? As far as I know, I just got a longer break.
Poor bastard. Wonder what that means.
I like how he says that out loud. Like you saw his lips move when he said that as well. He's just like, he's there like, poor bastard? I wonder what that means, Lamau. They said poor bastard 3 times in like 20 seconds, by the way. Nightwing be like, I have sticks.
Every hero has unique takedowns and finishing moves. Ambush strikes are faster than silent takedowns, but make more noise.
Pick up the gun. Pick up the gun. If it was a good game, you could pick up the gun.
Augmented reality vision helps the heroes solve puzzles and investigate mysteries.
AR shows a trail of blood. I wonder what else it can see.
Thank you, Buckley, for the sub.
There's something under the floor.
Non-lethal? Yeah, just breaks it.
The hatch is connected to some kind of network. There's got to be a way to open it.
Here we see Nightwing's elemental shockwave ability. It interrupts enemy armored attacks and deals elemental
The
status
amount of backflips he did there that contributed nothing to the fight. I respect
freezes
it.
an enemy, taking them out of the fight for a while.
I can't even complain about the homing here because like that was all Batman games. Like Batman always had this kind of like lock-on ability, like you're a smart missile or something. Like what would make contact with you quicker? A javelin missile from COD or Batman throwing a punch on the other side of a city?
And done.
You know what makes me really sad? I hate that games like this are still being made, but we're never going to get another game like Dishonored. That really hurts, man. We're not going to get a game like that for a long time.
That can't be good.
Not with that level of like polish and production value and budget.
Shit, what's he doing here?
What was that cutscene? Like, you introduced them like they're the 2 main bad guys of the game or something. Just the same people, but now they have masks. New database entry. It's the same guys, but they have masks now. Okay, they did meth, and now they're meth goblins.
For anybody wondering how this fight looks with Red Hood, check this out.
Check this out. It's the same thing, but with guns. Wow, that was... Thing is, the guns sound cool, but why do they give that effect like he's casting like a fire spell in Skyrim? It just takes away like all the grit of it.
Red Hood takes on a Talon gladiator here, one of the Court of Owls' engineered superhuman assassins.
You could have literally just said he's a brute enemy. You could have just easily said that.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Are you kitted for the sub? Just parry him. Why is there a ninja gladiator? That's not even the game's fault. Just Batman lore, like comic lore in general. It's just insane. Oh, he's gonna get back up. Oh no. It's like Dark Souls when you beat a boss and they get back up. Except the attacks don't change at all. Literally doesn't change the attacks, they're just now green, by the way. I will definitely be buying this game. No. Okay, if he blows up into chunks, it's game of the year. No, he just fell unconscious. Okay. It was a knockout grenade. You know when you get like C4 that just knocks people out and doesn't do like any actual physical damage?
In bad shape.
Non-lethal pipe bomb. Non-lethal pipe bomb. I don't know why that's so funny. Non-lethal pipe bomb.
That must be whoever they kidnapped.
Swedish grenade. Like, I get it, okay? You can't kill people because this game is probably rated a 12. And if they go for the 15 rating or any higher, they're going to, like, lose out. They're going to lose out on sales. I get that. But again, it's just like, oh, it's so... So mid. Mid-man. Mid-man. Batman, mid-man. Oh no, he's stuck in a cage.
Pre-order now and get the 233 custom Batcycle skin.
Stop it! Stop! Stop it with the pre-orders! Okay, that's kind of L. That wasn't horrendous, but okay. I mean, look, should we watch one from like... Should we watch the world premiere that came out a year ago? This would have like set the expectations and stuff. What the fuck is this recommended video? Arthur Morgan being a Sigma male. He's probably just beating women the entire video, I'm assuming.
In breaking news, we've received reports of an explosion somewhere north of the city.
We're still waiting for the police to confirm.
What should we watch next, guys? Give me a suggestion. Whoever suggested the Batman trailer, that was a good shout. Should I do like court cam or something? I don't want to do any analog horror today.
We're still waiting for further details.
A large portion of the building has actually collapsed.
In international news, an explosion rocked Gotham City earlier today.
We are now able to confirm that billionaire philanthropist Bruce Wayne is...
Watch Morbius? Yeah, I'm sure that'll be fine. Wouldn't have any problems there. Watch Fail Army. Okay, now that... I know for a fact that that one was ironic. The Saints Row trailer. Saints Row just looks ass, man. The new one. It actually looks ass.
If you're watching this, I'm dead.
Why is his chin so big? He actually has such a big chin.
This message was automatically triggered when I destroyed the cave and everything it contained. We both know it won't take long for Gotham's criminals to realize the Batman is gone. And you can't count on the GCPD. Haven't trusted us since Jim.
Joe from Family Guy.
Gotham will need.
He did kind of have the lips though, right? He's like kind of like, "So reading this, I'm dead."
I'm leaving you the Belfry as base of operations. Some of the technology is outdated, but it has the gear you need and all of my files.
No, Robert Pattinson. How could he have left us so young?
I know you'll keep Gotham.
Now who's gonna go against Paul Dano?
Good luck.
Oh, come back.
And goodbye.
Come back. Should I watch the Sigma?
Look at.
I bet you it's just gonna be absolutely just racist, sexist, misogynist. I can't even play it because it's got that music in it. No, it's got that Sigma music. I can't play it. I can't play it because that shit. The copyright holders know that everyone's using the Sigma music for that, and it gets claimed in like a heartbeat. I can't play that. That sucks. What should I watch? What should I watch, chat? Let me put some music on. Thank you, Mako, for the sub.
Pyro, your face infuriates me. Please remove your skin.
Okay. I need to watch something I can actually turn into YouTube content, by the way, guys.
Hey, guy.
Oh, Maxor? Yeah, no, I watched that guy. But that's not really YouTube content, though. I need reactions, guys. I need funny things. Come on. I'll just do court cam if
Hey, Pyro, I'm going to give you PTSD. CSGO skin insanity, hermaphrodite, small loan of $1 million, somebody ring the
Crab
Dinkster.
Soulslight,
Anyways,
COD
who's your
Zombies.
favorite character in
Play
DC
Stanley?
Pets?
Nah, I don't want to play a game today, bro.
Personally, for me, it's either Kim
Probably
or Nacho.
tomorrow.
Pyro, I will literally pay you money to not watch the Monument Mythos.
Mods, why do the donos
donos
get read out twice? I don't understand.
Panic attack on the first watch.
So confusing. I mean, I could watch Monument Mythos if someone said SpongeBob Conspiracy Theory. SpongeBob Conspiracy Theory. Have a look at that.
Larry.
Overwatch 2? Definitely not. You found Utopia on TV? What, is it playing right now?
Pyro, you need to check out the Monument Mythos series sometime. I would love to see your reaction to it. It's similar to the analog horror genre, but 20 times better.
It might be because I swapped stream layouts. Okay. I'm sure we can look at a way to fix that afterwards. The Johnny Depp trial? That's not... I mean, I could look at some of that. Okay, yeah. I could do the Johnny Depp trial, because that's been requested a lot. I don't know if any of you have any clips to suggest or anything. You've got a highlight here. Oh, the Mega Pint. Yeah, the Mega Pint's kind of genius. The poo in bed clip. The Mega Pint. Yeah, I guess we could just watch a couple of these.
Are we gonna play Dying Light 2 for 250 followers on Twitch?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch these. If any of you get like any suggestions of like other clips I could watch from the trial, because I haven't been following it too much. I just know about this Mega Pint thing and it's genius. It's so good, man.
Can you please bring up?
Because he's being asked about like how much he drank, and he had like a pint, and then they say Mega Pint.
Can you please bring up Defendant's Exhibit 638?
You should watch Vince Vintage what mental breakdown of a Wikipedia moderator looks like.
Vince? Hang on. You should watch Vince. Coward. Hang on. Vince Vintage breakdown of a Wikipedia. Okay.
Today,
I could watch that. It's only 4 minutes long. Jesus.
You should watch Vince Vintage what mental breakdown of a Wikipedia moderator looks like.
I'll watch this. I'll watch this. Alright. It's only 4 minutes long though.
today I'm going to tell you about the Wikipedia admin that put...
What's that intro?
Today I'm going to tell you about the
Nice.
Wikipedia admin that put over
It's the equivalent of like me when I'm trying to like fill up space in my essay, so I'll just like talk about nonsense.
80,000 pages dedicated to his favorite topic, titties, and the subsequent trial that took place. It's November 5th, 2015.
The titty
An
trial.
anonymous user submits a complaint to Wikipedia, alleging that its most high-profile administrator, his name was Neelix, had posted
Neelix, okay.
tens of thousands of links dedicated to
Monka, licked tits, licked tit, licking. I like how all of these, apart from these two, okay, so licking of the boobs is fine, licking of the boob is fine. Everything else is offensive and useless. I don't think I've heard of a better roast in my life than offensive and useless.
titties. So to get some background on this, you've always heard from your teachers, don't use Wikipedia as a reliable source. They know that, and they have a two-step process. Anything that gets posted by you or me would have to get approved by a higher power.
Thank you,
Except
Chadman,
if
for
you're an
this
admin.
gifted.
See, admin, it's a rare few. There's only 1,100 on the site, and they're all volunteers, and they're highly respected within the community. And that's what Neelix was. See, Neelix wasn't your...
Oh, they have Wikipedia merch? Wikipedia ambassador. That is like, that actually has less respect than like Reddit ambassador. Actually, no, it doesn't. No, it has more respect. Does more respect. Wikipedia's clutched me a lot, like during exams when I was younger.
See, Neelix wasn't your average admin. This guy had been there for over...
One thing I used to do was like copy paste Wikipedia articles for exams, like essays, and then use a program that would just change the wording, like the connectives and the nouns and stuff.
Over 9 years. He had
It would change the adjectives and stuff, just to like make it out like it wasn't completely copy pasted.
made over 180,000 edits by himself
Monka.
and over 5,000.
Imagine doing 180,000 edits unpaid, and all you got out of it was a hoodie that said Wikipedia ambassador.
Articles alone. Impressive.
Like, no wonder they do that thing yearly where they ask you for like money that's the same price as a cup of coffee. I'm not surprised now.
So this guy was one of the top dogs in the Wikipedia community. So when you have these allegations that your top dog is putting
Thank you,
links
Alien Beam and Joseph, for the
pages
sub.
about boobies all around, that's a serious allegation. So when anything like this,
I mean, he just like he's a
comes
breast
up, the
man. There's
Wikipedia
nothing wrong with
Foundation
that.
will hold
There's
a
so many
tribunal
worse things you
where
can be
all the
into.
other admins will congregate and they figure out what to do with the accused, go over the accusations, and have evidence, and so on and so forth. So what exactly was Neelix being charged with? It was fraudulent redirects. So a redirect is if I
You
type
want to
in the
talk
word
lol?
UK,
No, that's
it's
literally the
gonna
point I'm
redirect
making,
me
idiot.
to
Like I'm
United
literally
Kingdom.
saying there are
Neelix
worse
was doing
things.
this, but with kind of stupid terms at first. Like you had anti-trousers going to
pantslessness, redirected from anti-trousers,
pantslessness, and then it slowly
I
got
love
weirder
humans,
and weirder.
man.
Like for
Oh
the word
god, I
mammogram,
love our
we had
species so much
imaging of the
sometimes.
tits, imaging
I
of
really
boobies,
do. Images titties.
Imaging of the tit. I mean,
inflaming breasts, lousy grammar. Like that's the main concern there. That is the Wikipedia mindset. That is the main concern, that it's lousy grammar.
every variation of the word titty and imaging and booby was on there. So with how many fraudulent redirects there were, I mean, we're talking 80,000 of these things. Neelix had made with the
80,000. I would just give him an award. I would give him an award. Like 80,000 different interpretations of the word like titted. That is amazing.
word booby or titty. People thought he had to have been hacked. There's just no way he could have done something like this. Or he had some kind of bot, or the hacker had a bot.
I keep seeing these theories that there are people like that are planted in society, people like this that are that stupid. They're like, it's almost like, you know, the East trying to destroy the West, like destroy Western civilization by making people stupid. And it's like, no, they don't have to do that. There are people naturally this stupid.
It just had to be that. So they went to his house. People that knew him in real life went and spoke to him. And he simply denied that. He said, my account hasn't been hacked. And when they were asking him if he was
Based.
the bot, because there were so many
What
of
a
his things, he
Chad.
just said, no, I'm a fast typer. And he
What
stated this,
a
considering
Chad.
that there seems to be so much opposition,
You can't even
I will
hate
not
that.
object to the redirects
He needs like
being
one of those like
deleted, and I
Nobel
will
Peace
not
Prizes, man.
attempt to create more redirects in this vein. But I do think of them as
titted-
valid.
the
But
titted
the
man.
further they looked into Neelix's edits and redirects, the more disturbing it got. So for breast reconstruction, redirects would be booby builder, titty constructor. For the word breast pump, we had titty pumper, pumping of the booby, booby pumping. I mean, just ridiculous words. And one admin came to Neelix's defense.
That's
and said, if
amazing.
we
No,
delete
give
all
this
these
man a medal.
redirects,
Don't ban
that's
him.
going to be censorship. And that guy was laughed out of the room. But you know what? He did kind of have a valid point. Some of these redirects you could justify. So for the word mammary intercourse, he put booby f***ing, which you could justify, honestly. But one admin came out and said,
can't even hate
Wikipedia
this.
is uncensored, but we
You just joined the stream and all you see is titty constructor. We're watching the guy that actually stopped World War III from happening right now. You're watching history being made.
are not Urban Dictionary. This other admin said, I especially don't see the value of creating pages with the word like licks boobs, booby feeding, a trip down memory lane. So at this point, all they wanted was an explanation. Why would you do this?
It's like one of those people in like a D&D campaign that's got like a really like weird kink, like you know, like feet or something, and then they're just trying to like force it down everyone's throats. Like. But the thing is, all he has an interest in is breasts, right? And that's so normal. That's like what like men are meant to be attracted to.
I mean, this is a guy that had been there for 9 years. He was one of the
Like,
top 10
that's so
Wikipedia
normal,
editors. Why
but
are
like
you
his
making these
dedication
booby
for it
edits
is
like a titty
amazing.
mastermind? And all he said
The thing,
was,
if it was like feet or something, he would have been caught out in the first 5 seconds. But because it's breast, something so like normal, it took him like 80,000 edits to get spotted.
I apologize
love
for
that.
creating
I
unusual
love that.
redirects. When creating them, I did not think the community in general would be against them. Again, I am sorry. So with having no
forgive you.
explanation
I
for
forgive
why
you.
this happened, and
You
Neelix
don't-
truly
honestly, you don't even
believing
need to
what he
apologize.
did
They
was
need to
right, they
apologize
were
to
kind of
you.
left at a crossroads. Maybe he just got off his rocker. Maybe he was taking some bad pills. Maybe he went a little crazy. Maybe he was a tit mastermind. No one knew. So after 6 days of deliberation from the jury, wait real quick. Before I end the story, here's some of the funniest ones that I found.
Please,
Milk's
man.
boobies,
Milk's
titty
boobie.
physics, titty shrinking, shrunk boob, shrinkage of the titties, accessory tits, multiple tit syndrome.
Multiple tit syndrome.
They came to a conclusion that Neelix, guy's gotta go. He came in, gave up his
No, he
admin
doesn't
retired
have
from
to go.
Wikipedia, and was prevented
No.
from ever writing the word booby or titty on
Neelix,
Wikipedia.
why would they
ever
get rid of
again.
him?
And just to end this story, one of the admins said, thank God he never heard of the term jug a rack.
Check Albino's stream. He's pretending to be you. What's he doing? Oh, I gotta watch a fucking ad. Ah, I hate ads. Yeah, I'm never downloading Audible. You can chill it as much as you like, Amazon. I'm never downloading it. So Albino is pretending to be me. Oh my god.
One people pleaser I knew arrived late to
He's
a
on
session
Elden Ring.
one week, more flustered than usual.
How long is this
having been
ad?
Delayed by an aggressive
2 of
charity
2.
fundraiser,
Oh my
drawn
god.
into an unwanted conversation about the second time.
Before we do that, hold up.
Why does he stop as soon as I tune in?
No.
How is he pretending to be me?
Alright, hit me if you can.
Oh, because the character's fat. Okay, yeah, right.
Or this would have been
Why did it take me that
dozens
long to
of
clock on?
times worse.
What should I watch next? What should I watch next? This guy's kind of funny. What else have we got from this
Hi,
guy?
Owen, when you see Big Chungus, he's a fat furry.
Oh bruv, that's the shit.
Today I'm gonna tell.
Watch Morgs. There's no point watching Morgs though, because Morgs is like self-aware now. There's no point. Morgs is self-aware. SpongeBob skin theory. Someone keeps saying in space with Markiplier. Like that's not. I can't turn that into a YouTube video though. Big Boss? Yeah, he's just the internet historian, but British. Lamino? Yeah, Lamino's really good actually. Yeah, that's a good shout. I really like Lamino. Lamino's stuff's really good. He did one video that I really liked. I think it's his most popular. The cicada one is really cool. Oh, the DB Cooper one is like really cool actually. I might watch that one. Yeah. The DB Cooper one's really cool. Flight 370? Yeah, alright, I'll watch that.
Just let me know.
Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. This guy's Swedish, right? I think? Should I sub? Yeah, I'd love your money, please. Delivery MAS 370.
Hey Pyro, you ever seen the show Gravity Falls? It's definitely one of the best
at
kids
Kuala
shows
Lumpur
I've ever
International
seen, and I'd highly
Airport,
recommend
a Boeing
it.
777
It's also funny as
is
hell and
preparing
has
for
an
departure.
interesting mystery to it.
Malaysian 370, request level.
Joke is better.
370, we are ready, requesting flight level 340 to Beijing.
Thank you, Claude, for the sub.
Malaysian Airlines Flight 370 is a daily passenger flight.
Is this about the
between
Bermuda
Kuala Lumpur,
Triangle stuff
Malaysia,
with like disappearances?
and Beijing, China.
370, 32 right of takeoff. Nice.
No,
42 minutes past midnight, Flight 370 is given clearance to depart. On board are Captain Zahari Ahmad Shah, First Officer Farik Abdul Hamid, 10 cabin crew members, and 227 passengers.
Jeez.
Malaysian 370.
I'm assuming they all just disappeared
Malaysian
then.
370, Lumpur, radar, good morning, climb flight level 250. Morning, level 250, Malaysian 370. Malaysian 370, climb flight level 350.
You came out for the sub and solid high and anonymous.
Less than an hour into the flight,
and
the
tough.
plane is cruising over the South China Sea at an altitude of 35,000 feet. The night sky is clear and the weather is calm. Flight 370 is then instructed to signal air traffic control in Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam, as it is about to enter Vietnamese airspace. The flight controller in Kuala Lumpur says goodnight, with no sign that anything should be amiss.
That's so crazy though. How many planes go missing every year? Hang on. How many planes go... There is a fair amount. Thank you, Anonymous, for the gifted. What's the last time a plane went missing? Oh, it was this one. This is the last plane that we know went missing. I thought there were more. I thought there were like 5 or 6 that go missing every year or something. It's the last one. It disappeared in 2014. We'll watch the video, but that's insane. That was 8 years ago. Just gone. That's crazy. How many planes crashed in 2020? Oh, great. Okay, I don't really want to read that. I've got a flight soon. The plane fell off. Thank you, Lucy, for the sub.
370, maintaining level 350. Malaysian 370. Malaysian 370, contact Ho Chi Minh 120.99.
It's so... I remember seeing this statistic once, right? It's like, hang on. So, car crash versus plane crash, and it's like... The chance of you crashing a plane is so much lower than a car. Is it this here? Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay. So this one... So, yeah. So, how safe... On miles per hour basis, riding on a train, like air travel is still one of the safest ways to travel. So this is deaths per billion passenger miles. So it's most a motorbike, then it's car, then it's ferry. I'm surprised that ferry's so high. Then it's train, and then it's plane. Look how small the circle of plane is compared to car. But like you think... I think it's because like people get it in their head where it's like if you get in a car crash, at least you're on land, there might be a chance you survive. But then if it's like if a plane crashes, like you're fucked. Like you're in the air. Like if it goes wrong, it goes wrong.
Good night. Good night, Malaysian 370.
1 minute and 43 seconds later, the aircraft suddenly vanished from radar screens.
Where we dropping, boys?
Ho Chi Minh and Bangkok.
They went
This
missing,
form
man.
of
They
positional
went
tracking
missing.
depends
Come
on a
on.
signal being emitted by
Come
one
on.
of two transponders aboard a plane, and so its disappearance would suggest both transponders
Thank you,
ceased
Yuki,
to
for the sub.
function, or the
And
system
Blue
was
22.
manually deactivated by someone on board. All subsequent attempts
Wait, what was
to
that? There was
contact
like a-
blueprints would suggest both one of two transponders aboard a plane, and so its disappearance would suggest both transponders ceased to function.
Right, so
or
every
the
plane has a
system was
transponder,
manually
and then I'm assuming it has a
deactivated
backup
by
one as
someone
well.
on board. All subsequent
That's so
attempts
weird for it to have like a
contact
double
and
fail.
ascertain the whereabouts of Flight 370 are unsuccessful. The aircraft has seemingly vanished without a trace. After missing its scheduled time of arrival in Beijing some 4 hours later, Flight 370 is officially declared missing. And in the wake of that announcement, the most expensive search effort in aviation history is about to commence.
Thank you, Roundy, for the sub. That is the last plane that basically went missing, like, officially. Just so weird how shit can just drop off the face of the earth like that. You'd think even from, like, satellite imagery, something would
The
be
search
seen, right?
was initially
Because there are so many
concentrated around
satellites
the
in orbit
location
right
of
now.
the flight's disappearance between the South China Sea and the Gulf of Thailand. The search area was soon expanded, however, after the Malaysian military disclosed additional information. Unlike the radar system employed by air traffic control, long-range military radar does not rely on transponders but used reflectance to track the position of aerial targets. A review of the data collected by the Malaysian military revealed that moments after contact with Flight 370 was lost, the aircraft had
Thank you, Saucy,
deviated
for the
from its
sub.
scheduled flight path with a subtle turn to the right, followed by a prolonged turn to the left. The aircraft had then flown back towards and across the Malaysian peninsula before turning right near the island of Penang. It maintained this northwesterly heading.
So
until
was it
escaped
not
the
meant to
radar's
go this
coverage.
direction at all? It just
Over the
went,
next
like,
few
bizarre?
days, the Strait of Malacca,
That's
the
so
Andaman
weird.
Sea, and the Bay of Bengal was scoured by a multinational fleet of aircraft and vessels, but there was no trace of Flight 370.
Because why would they do that as well? Because usually you'd think that they would turn, if there was a problem and they were still in control, they'd turn back to the original airport, right? But that's not what
The
they're doing.
aircraft
So maybe they were, the only thing I could think of is here, like they were taken hostage or something.
then flown back towards and across the Malaysian peninsula before turning right near the island of
Hijacked? Yeah.
Penang. It
Yeah, I
maintained
think
this
hijacking as
northwesterly
well,
heading
yeah.
until it escaped the
I think
radars.
unfortunately, like the outcome with this, it was a hijacking that went wrong for the hijackers and they just ended up like fucking the plane up and they just couldn't. They probably wanted to fly somewhere and the pilot was probably lying to them to an extent, like moving somewhere that they knew wasn't the original destination, but also trying to like buy time, and it just yeah. Someone said Morbius did it. I don't know
Over
about
the
that
next
one.
few days, the Strait of Malacca, the Andaman Sea, and the Bay of Bengal was scoured by a
Now, Morbius was too
multinational
busy
fleet
like
of
getting
aircraft
10 out of
and
10s at
vessels,
IMDb.
but there was no trace of Flight 370.
Yeah, if your
Meanwhile,
plane is moving that
investigators
bizarrely,
began to analyze the aircraft's satellite communication records. Like all modern airliners, Flight 370 was equipped with a satellite communications terminal, or SATCOM, to send and receive transmissions to and from the ground. Prior to departure, the SATCOM terminal had logged onto the satellite network and established a connection with a ground station in Perth, Australia. That station then maintained a detailed record of all the incoming and outgoing traffic.
is that
between
really the
it
closest
and
station
Flight
they had?
370.
Jesus.
This is what it contained. Prior to the flight's disappearance over the South China Sea, everything appeared to be working as intended. Then, at some point during this portion of the flight, the SATCOM link was severed. For whatever reason, the terminal ceased to respond. But 3 minutes after the flight vanished over the Andaman Sea, the terminal requested to log back onto the network. The SATCOM link was successfully
Thank you, Nala Storm,
re-established
for the
and
sub.
was not disrupted again until nearly 6 hours later, when the flight is presumed to have crashed due to fuel exhaustion. During these final hours, 2 attempts were made to contact the plane via satellite telephone. Both calls were acknowledged by the SATCOM terminal and would have been routed to the cockpit. Yet, they went
Thank you,
unanswered.
Tutsi and W for
The
the
terminal
sub.
had also responded to 5 automatic status requests. In short, if the ground station had not heard from the aircraft in over an hour, it would transmit a signal to confirm the terminal was still online. While these transmissions did not contain any information about the flight's position, investigators were able to measure the distance between the satellite and the aircraft at the time of each transmission, based on how long it took those
I wonder if there's like a
transmissions
black
to be
box
sent
like audio
and received.
recording because
This generated 7 rings of possible locations from which
That's
7
so
of these
big,
transmissions
though.
are thought to have originated.
That is so big,
By
that
taking fuel
range.
consumption,
Jesus.
speed, and other
That's like, you're basically including like 3 continents there.
factors into account, flight path analysis indicated the most probable origin of the final transmission to be somewhere along this arc in the southern Indian Ocean. The search effort shifted accordingly, and as the region fell within the jurisdiction of Australia, the Australian government took charge of the operation. Over the next few weeks, the search area was progressively refined to account for oceanic drift as well as improved estimations of the flight path. But this part of the southern Indian Ocean is so remote it took 6 days just to get there. A new fleet of aircraft and vessels gradually covered more than 4.5 million square kilometers of ocean, but Flight 370 was nowhere to be found.
It would have already sunk by then, I think. I'm not sure how long. I mean, that plane, if it was hijacked, it could have just nosedived, and that would have just gone straight under.
If the impact with the ocean had been sufficiently forceful, it was possible the resulting sound had been recorded by underwater listening devices known as hydrophones. This possibility was investigated, and 4 hydroacoustic monitoring stations had recorded something.
Yeah. We actually have underwater microphones. That is so weird.
While the timing and direction of the sound were reasonably consistent,
I'm surprised the underwater microphones aren't the same microphones all the YouTubers use, the shore microphone, because every fucking YouTuber has this exact same microphone.
The estimated origin was not. The sound was in all likelihood caused by nothing more than geological activity. Flight 370 was also equipped with 2 underwater locator
Sounds like a
beacons
blue
which had a
snowball
battery
microphone.
life of some 40 days, and as the deadline approached in early April, signals with a pulse and frequency somewhat similar to the signal emitted by the beacons were detected at depths of up to 3,000 meters. An autonomous submersible then spent weeks scanning the seafloor where the signals had been detected, but no wreckage was ever found. And nothing would
no
be
wreckage
found
either.
until more than 16 months later, when a discovery was made on the opposite side of the Indian Ocean.
Yeah, that would have just been the ocean
On the 29th
current.
of July 2015, a group of people were cleaning up a beach in Reunion, a small island to the east of Madagascar,
Oh, they probably,
when they stumbled
yeah.
upon this 2-meter-long metallic object covered
barnacles.
in barnacles. Aviation experts quickly identified the object as a section of an aircraft wing known as a flaperon. Upon closer inspection,
That plane would have just got
markings, including
annihilated
dates
then.
and serial numbers,
Absolutely
conclusively
annihilated.
ascertained the flaperon belonged to Flight 370. Even though Reunion
Damn.
Island is some 4,000 kilometers west of the search area, and more than a year had gone by since the flight disappeared, the location was consistent with simulations of debris dispersal patterns. There was now tangible evidence
Yeah,
that
it would
Flight
have been carried
370
across the
had
ocean.
crashed somewhere in the Indian Ocean. The discovery of the flaperon prompted numerous searches along beaches and shorelines.
It sucks, man, because you really do think when like disappearances happen, there's a chance that they survive. But
Covered and examined.
planes
Some of
are
these
just
items
like
include a section of the outboard flap from the right wing, a piece
God, imagine
of
it being
cowling from one
carried.
of the 2 engines, a partial door from the nose landing gear,
Imagine it being carried
a
that
section
far,
of the
though, man.
vertical stabilizer, and a mangled casing from one of the embedded headrest monitors.
Jesus.
18 of these items were identified as either likely, highly likely, or almost certain to have originated from Flight 370, whereas only 3 could be confirmed.
Oh, but
The
that's it
remaining
then.
11 could not be identified.
If 3 were
There were
confirmed,
no
that's
traces
it,
of
like
an
done deal.
explosion found on any of the debris
I
tests.
thought they would have all just been likely, but the fact, like, I thought, like, maybe some of them would be almost certain, but the fact you confirmed 3 of them, then yeah, that's it.
Nor was there any evidence of a fire except for 3 small burn marks on one of the unidentifiable items. The search for debris was further aided by Earth observation satellites. Analyses of satellite imagery from March of 2014 uncovered a number of images which appear to feature man-made objects.
Did he say
floating
bullet
on
holes?
heaven. Couldn't explosion found on any of the debris tested, nor was there any evidence of a fire except for 3 small burn marks on one of the unidentifiable items. The search
No.
for debris
No,
was
it's
further
burn
aided by
marks.
Earth observation satellites. Analyses of satellite
someone in
imagery
chat
from
said
March
bullet
of
holes.
2014 uncovered a number of images which appear to feature man-made objects floating on or just below the surface in the southern Indian Ocean. However, the images were not nearly sharp enough to resolve any identifiable markings, and multiple searches
Nico Blues for
notwithstanding,
the sub.
this debris was never recovered. A satellite image taken mere hours after the final transmission also captured what appeared to be a contrail some
I guess you
distance
could
away
say the
from the
pilot
search
was
area.
going into
A
all
later
range
analysis, however, concluded it was most likely a shadow from a somewhat
Come on,
linear cloud
Obama.
formation.
Come on. Didn't have to go there, bro. Come on.
The underwater portion of the search continued for months and eventually years before it was finally suspended in early 2017, by which point some 120,000 square kilometers of seabed had been scrutinized. The search effort was then resumed by an American salvage company known as Ocean Infinity, but after more than a year of searching, they too came up empty-handed.
Yeah.
Unless the final resting place of Flight 370 can be located,
So much
it
ground
may
to
be
cover there, man.
impossible to determine exactly why it crashed.
You just need to get like a Subnautica Pro just to go down there.
There have been no shortage of theories.
It's gotta be hijacking. There's no way. Because
on the day of the disappearance, two of the passengers
they
raised
almost made
suspicion
like
stayed aboard.
they almost made like a U-turn, right? But then they didn't, and then they kept going. So yeah, but I think he's gonna explain now.
On the day of the disappearance, two of the passengers raised suspicion as they had boarded the flight with stolen
flight theory.
passports, which immediately prompted concerns of a hijacking.
Yeah, there you go.
But investigators were unable to link the two men to any terrorist organizations, and soon determined they had traveled under false identities because they were seeking asylum, not due to any nefarious intent.
Oh, okay.
Similar suspicions were raised on one of the passengers.
I mean, just because you can't find a link doesn't mean that they're not
have possessed the
like
necessary expertise
gonna
to
do
take
anything.
control of a Boeing 777. Apart from the 239 persons on board, Flight 370 carried nearly 11 metric tons of cargo. Among the items listed on the flight manifest was a shipment of lithium-ion batteries, which led some to suspect a fire might have broken out mid-flight. For instance, the crash of...
I thought you couldn't have ion batteries in storage. You know when you fly, you can't put anything with a lithium battery inside your luggage, like the luggage that goes under the plane. You can't. I mean, you can and just not say anything, but obviously, you know, that's why like when you get like electric toothbrushes and that, you need it in your carry-on. They always want you to have your batteries, your lithium batteries in your carry-on, because if something happens then, if there's a fire or the battery explodes, they can deal with it like on the actual plane deck, as opposed to a fire going on underneath the plane that they can't do anything about.
Of UPS Airlines Flight 6 in September of 2010.
No. You can bring lithium batteries on a plane, but it has to be carry-on.
Was the result of a fire that was ignited by a pallet of lithium-ion batteries. Another potential source of ignition would be an electrical malfunction. The crash of Swiss Air Flight 111 in September of 1998 is thought to have been caused by a fire within the electrical wiring above the cockpit. The fire damaged and disabled multiple avionic systems, including the transponders and SATCOM. In the case of Flight 370, the sudden loss of communication and subsequent deviation from its scheduled
Yeah, no one
path
said it was 100%
might have been
a
a direct
hijacking. No one
response
knows.
to a fire.
But you see here how they circled back to go, but they didn't go back to the airport. They just wanted to reach land.
The two pilots may have turned back towards Malaysia to attempt an emergency landing at the nearest suitable airport. But no such attempt was ever made. Instead, Flight 370 kept going and remained aloft for another 6 hours.
You wouldn't do
Some
that if
have
there was a fire.
theorized
If there was a fire, you wouldn't do that.
The crew might have been incapacitated by a sudden or gradual loss of cabin pressure. For instance, when Helios Airways Flight 522 failed to pressurize in August
It sucks they can't tell the height the plane was then. Like, was it gradually going up or down?
Yet the aircraft continued to fly on autopilot for more than 2 hours
And you
until it ran out
femdong
of fuel.
for the
Airline
gifted.
pilots are of course trained for
And
such
big man
an
for the
event.
sub.
In the event of cabin depressurization, an automatic system is designed to deploy oxygen masks to give the pilots enough time to perform an emergency descent to a more breathable altitude. The data recorded by the Malaysian military radar does indeed contain altitude information, but it is highly inconsistent. In fact, a Boeing 777 is incapable of performing the extreme altitude fluctuations recorded. At one point, the aircraft exceeded its maximum operating altitude by more than 15,000 feet before making a 50,000 feet nosedive in less than a minute. Attempts to recreate these maneuvers on a flight simulator were unsuccessful, and thus the data was deemed inaccurate.
Oh, right, yeah, so, yeah, because they were literally doing impossible maneuvers. Bro, that shit looks like Alton Towers. Like, what is this? That looks like Six Flags.
Maneuvers on a flight simulator were unsuccessful, and thus the data was deemed inaccurate and unreliable. If Flight 370 did lose cabin pressure at 35,000 feet, and the pilots were incapacitated before descending to a more oxygenated altitude.
Imagine how scary it'd be. Well, they just proved it wasn't real. That didn't actually happen. It wasn't that severe.
What is a bit more difficult to explain, however, are these alterations in heading. Flight simulations have established the aircraft must have been under manual control during the initial left turn, as the bank angle or inclination of that turn was beyond the limits of the autopilot. Subsequent turns, however, could have been either manual or automatic. But for the autopilot to have made these course corrections, someone with the requisite knowledge must have programmed it to do so. The only other alternative is that the aircraft was in fact under manual control.
So weird. I hate stuff like that when you just never know the answer. Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
In late June of 2014,
oh, they think it's the pilot?
Several news outlets reported that a special investigation had identified the captain of Flight 370 as a prime suspect.
Why, though?
A search of the captain's home had uncovered a flight simulator which supposedly contained a suspicious route which ended in the southern Indian Ocean. At the time, there was no official acknowledgement of such a route.
You gotta wonder though, is that legit, or is that like the government just looking to blame someone that they think is probably dead, just so they can, like, you know, ease the public and ease the families and stuff, you know?
The Indian Ocean. At the time, there was no official acknowledgement that such a route had been recovered, and a lengthy public report issued by the Malaysian government in 2015 made no mention of such a discovery.
The pilot has a YouTube channel? Are you trolling? The pilot, does the pilot actually have a YouTube channel? I don't believe you. What's it called? Yeah, you keep saying yes. What's the channel?
Discovery. Then, in 2016, confidential documents pertaining to a forensic examination conducted by the Royal Malaysia Police in May of 2014 was leaked to the media. These documents made it clear that such a route had not only been recovered, but thoroughly examined. Soon thereafter, the Malaysian government confirmed the existence of this simulated flight path, and this is what it looks like. It should come as no surprise that many regard this as damning evidence of premeditation, but according to investigators, it is not quite so evident. The data recovered consists of 7 coordinates, 2 in Kuala Lumpur, 2 in the Strait of Malacca, 1 in the Bay of Bengal, and 2 in the southern Indian Ocean. The data was reconstructed from a file that had been automatically generated and saved by the simulation software a month before the incident.
Imagine planning a hijacking
However,
with like
it's
Microsoft
not clear
Flight
whether
Simulator.
the coordinates originate from the same flight session. In other words, it might not be correct to simply trace a continuous line between these 7 coordinates, as they could be from separate
You're
sessions.
literally planning a hijacking on low
Forensic examination
settings.
by the Royal Malaysia Police simply concluded no activity captured conclusively indicate any kind of premeditated act pertaining to the incident of MH370. Even so, the similarities between the simulated route and the presumed route of Flight 370 directly influenced the search operation.
Thank you, Ice Maestro, for the sub.
Australian investigators considered the possibility of someone deliberately extending the range of the flight by gliding the aircraft off the fuel exhaustion. If so, the plane could have traveled an additional 200 kilometers. Alternatively, the range could have been reduced by a controlled ditching prior to fuel exhaustion. While ultimately deemed unlikely, these 2 scenarios did affect the search effort. If the captain steered Flight 370 off course with the intention of crashing in a remote part of the southern Indian Ocean, his motive is an even greater mystery. Zahari Ahmad Shah was 53 and married with 3 children. He had more than 18,000 hours of flight experience and a spotless track record. Investigators found no evidence of financial issues, and his monthly expenses before the disappearance indicated nothing unusual.
Yeah, because they would have tried to make some kind of some kind of link, right? They would have tried to understand, like, maybe he had money issues and he was like suicidal or something, but it's so weird. Like,
he had no history of mental illness, nor had he displayed any
no known history of apathy, anxiety, or irritability. There was no significant changes in his lifestyle, interpersonal conflict, or family stresses. There was no behavioral signs of social isolation, change in habits or interests, self-neglect, drug or alcohol abuse of the PIC,
and changes in lifestyle or behavior.
Oh, it's so weird.
He was raised on the island of Penang, which has led some to speculate the flight's second turn to the southwest of Penang was the captain getting a final view of his hometown.
Right.
Some believe a hijacking could have been politically motivated, as Sahari was an avid supporter of a democratic opposition leader who was sentenced to 5 years in prison mere hours before Flight 370 took off.
Right.
Others point to unconfirmed reports of marital issues, but this is contradicted by the official investigation and disputed by family members. The only real inconsistency noted by the final report
There's
is
no
that the captain
confirmation,
failed
that's
to
the
repeat
problem.
assigned
There's so
radio
many game
frequency
theories,
during
but
the
like no
last verbal
actual...
communication.
We don't have any dead set.
370, contact Ho Chi Minh 120.9. Good night. Good night, Malaysia 370.
It would have been standard procedure to repeat the assigned frequency as the captain had correctly done a few minutes prior.
370, contact Lampu Radar 1326. Good night. Alright, 1326 Malaysian 370.
Whether this omission is indicative of anything but a mistake is anyone's best guess.
So bizarre.
By all accounts, Captain Sahari was an affable and well-respected pilot who was passionate about aviation, as evident by the photos and videos he shared on social media.
Hi everyone, this is a YouTube video that I made as a community service after learning.
The co-pilot was found to be even less conspicuous. Farik Abdul Hamid was only 27, and due to marry a fellow pilot, he had nearly 3,000 hours of flight experience, although only 39 hours in this type of aircraft. Much like Sahari, Farik had no financial, mental or interpersonal issues of note, nor was there any evidence of conflict between the two of them. Some questioned the plausibility of a pilot-instigated hijacking due to the apparent lack of interference by the other pilot. Well, when Ethiopian Airlines Flight 702 was hijacked by the co-pilot in February of 2014, he did so by merely waiting for the captain to take a bathroom break before locking the cockpit door behind him. The co-pilot was then free to divert the Italy-bound...
Hey Pyro, I just want to let you know that it's my birthday right around the corner, as well as yours, I believe, and I don't know when I give the sub to you, so here it is. Probably one of the best on the platform was Twitch, shows my support. Been watching you since 2016. Thank you for everything. Oh, thank you, Maestro. Appreciate it, man. That means a lot. Thank you, man.
Flight to Switzerland to seek asylum.
Hell yeah, wholesome message. Wholesome message.
The only
Guys, take a leaf out of his book. Come on.
In regards to the co-pilot of Flight 370 is his phone. You see, when the confidential documents were leaked, they also confirmed another long-circulated rumor, namely that a cell phone tower had briefly established a
They found all the Pokemon porn on his phone,
belonging to the co-pilot as Flight 370 approached the island of Penang. According to investigators, it was not a phone call as has been widely reported by the media, but merely an automatic location signal. Why this information was omitted from public reports, we may never know.
I mean, we know now. God, that is weird.
So what is one to make of all of this? On the one hand, the simulator...
It's so annoying. Oh, there's nothing. There's so many theories, but there's nothing. There's nothing concrete. That's...
On the other, it is difficult to cast any substantial doubt on either of the two pilots' character. It is equally difficult to deny a hijacking is consistent with the available evidence. Then again, we're missing some quite major and literal pieces of evidence.
Yeah, good luck finding like fingerprints.
The final report issued by the Malaysian government in 2018 could not attribute the loss of communication nor diversion of Flight 370 to a malfunction. Instead, it is believed that someone manually manipulated the aircraft and its systems. For instance, investigators believe SATCOM was manually disabled by a sudden and prolonged interruption of power. Then, once power was restored, the terminal simply rebooted. Likewise, the alterations in heading are believed to be the result of manual inputs. With that being said, the uncertainty of these findings are repeatedly emphasized due to the limited evidence available, and the report does never explicitly state the flight was hijacked. In fact, no real conclusion is reached. Both the Malaysian and Australian government agree that Flight 370 crashed in the southern Indian Ocean, but that the cause is indeterminable without the wreckage, the location of which has managed to elude some of the foremost aviation experts in the world, as well as an impressive arsenal of cutting-edge technology for more than half a decade. Authors, aviation experts, and independent investigators have all chimed in to offer their own thoughts and theories as to the nature of the crash and the location of the wreckage. Some believe there was no crash, but that the aircraft was shot down by an American naval base in the middle of the Indian Ocean. The satellite transmissions were then supposedly
that also could have been a thing. That's actually very viable because, like, one thing like militaries love to do is do like fucking atrocities and then deny it even happening.
As part of a massive cover-up. Others believe the aircraft turned right towards India and traveled as far north as Kazakhstan, completely undetected. Debris was then supposedly planted along shorelines of southeastern Africa as part of a massive cover-up. Another theory suggests the aircraft was remotely hijacked and controlled by someone on the ground, while Boeing and other companies have experimented with technology that would allow for an aircraft to be remotely controlled.
The US Navy did shoot down a passenger plane. I think... Hang on. US Navy shoots down airliner. I think I've heard about this. Iran Air Flight 655 was a scheduled passenger flight from Tehran to Dubai. It was shot down in '88 by a surface-to-air missile fired from the USS Vincennes, a guided missile cruiser for the Navy. Yeah, so that was in the 80s. That wasn't anywhere recent. The fuck is that? Oh, it's like a memorial thing. It's just like looked like a bath bomb. Yeah. Okay. So that's happened before, basically, in the past.
No commercial airliner is known to be outfitted with such a system. On the less conspiratorial side, the assumption that Flight 370 flew in a straight line and at a constant speed after turning left towards the southern Indian Ocean might simply be incorrect. In early 2018, a French team of independent investigators proposed an alternate flight path, whereby an attempted landing on Christmas Island led to a crash site much further north than the region identified by the official investigation. While a surface search of this area was conducted about a week after the disappearance, the underwater phase never reached this far north.
Santa shot it down.
As of the making of this video, the search operation has been suspended, but there have been talks of potentially resuming the search. For now, it seems, the vanishing of Flight 370 will remain a mystery.
Yeah, that is so... That is bizarre. Jesus, like... The fact that we live in a world where everything is recorded, everything is documented, everything is filmed. People complain about over-surveillance and how we have no privacy, but the fact that a plane can still go completely missing and no one knows anything that happened. That is so weird. All right, I'm gonna dip soon. Before I do, give me a funny video. I want a funny video. Give me one more funny video. I'm traveling for a couple days, so I want to get something out on the live channel. I want content. Unusual memes. I don't know about that one. What about that, you know that, what was that Crypto Land? You know Crypto Land? What's Crypto Land? Did you guys know that KSI lost like £3 million today? Did you guys know that? Hang on. So there was a big dip that happened in crypto today. So this is KSI's crypto account, right? So he tweeted this. Oh, fuck off. Hang on, I might actually have to open this in some other browser. But basically, he bought $2.9 million of this coin called Luna, and then the coin completely tanked overnight. So look at this, 2.9 million. $1,000. It went from 2.9 million to $1,000. Apparently what happened is with Luna, it was like a pump and dump scam. So a bunch of billionaires like all agreed to like pump all their money into it. And then once all the normies started putting their money into it, then all the billionaires pulled out. So the coin just tanked overnight, completely tanked. It's actually so miserable. Like he seems so depressed. The thing is as well, one thing I noticed when reading these tweets, you can notice all the sad like ha-has that are sprinkled everywhere. It's like, you know, I'm not dead. I've got family, my friends, and my work ethic. Haha. It's like, if you have to say that if you lost that much money that you have to say, at least I'm not dead, You know that you took a fat loss there. You took an amazing loss. All right. What were we gonna watch again? Cryptoland. Oh, they took it down. Why'd they take it down? Right, let's watch this Cryptoland. Oh my god, he said crypto like 7 times in the first like 9 seconds. I like how he said degen as well, like it's a cool thing to say.
Hey, this is
He actually looks about as soulless as most people that have like the board ape profile picture. I think that's really fitting. Was it an NFT passport?
Unique Island. I smash bought one of the 60 exclusive parcels on the blockchain hills. That's how I became a king.
I saw this as well while we're talking about KSI. This made me laugh. So there's someone who's a big crypto shilt. You guys remember Sam Pepper? The guy that copyright striked like all my old videos? Do you guys remember him? He had an exchange with KSI here. And he said, "Not today, Satan." And it was, "Would you like to be down to chat sometime privately? I'm back in the UK. We used to get on okay. And I'd love to, you know if something's happened and maybe just catch up." And then he goes, "I'm staying clear from you, Lamau." I love that. Poor Sam. He can't even catch a break like 5 years later. he dumps the girl and he just ends up fucking the coin. Dear Bob, I'm having the time of my life here in crypto land. I'm so glad you talked to me about that early on. Now you are the one that needs to come. Man, you really were spot on about this project. See you soon, Chris. You just found out that Chris just walked into like a helicopter blade like 5 minutes after writing that letter. Oh, that was actually so painful. That was so...
What's the model of the crap mic? I wanna get one.
What's the model of the crap mic? It's a Logitech web camera. It's a Logitech web camera. It's literally... I don't know the name of it, but it's just one of these. It's the same one Schlatt uses. Epstein's Island? Probably. I mean, yeah, they probably... Yeah. I won't be surprised. It's right after this, anyway. They probably just repurposed his island to do crypto land. Sonic Unleashed opening scene. Yeah, fuck it. All right, I'll do one more. What was Sonic Unleashed? Is it this? Sonic Unleashed intro? Wait, if it's not funny, I'm not watching it. What am I... This doesn't look funny. This just looks like a good cutscene. It's not funny? Okay, yeah. No, it's not funny. Someone suggested it. Yeah, I'm not watching it if it's good. Come on. I need shit content. Idiots of Gary's Mod. God, that was actually such a good series though, man. That was such a good series. All right, I tell you what, chat. I just realized the time. It's like midnight. So I'm gonna dip a Rooney. So I will catch you guys probably tomorrow. But yeah, main channel video out tomorrow. Out tomorrow, 100%. So yeah, enjoy it. Should be good. Should be good. I'm excited. I'm excited. All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.